What's up, y'all? I'm back. Back in action. I'm gonna give y'all a second to come on in. What's up, YouTube? I'm going live to to see if it's worth it. Talk to y'all about if it's worth it to do this Amazon relay box truck stuff everybody talking about. I actually want to push a couple folks to do semis, to be honest. So let's talk about it and see. I'm gonna wait till I get some people to come in. What's up with you, Kevin? What's up? What's up? What's up? I see you. Give me 1 second, y'all. Kevin, I see you say you about to buy a box truck. Yeah, I see you. I see some people climbing in. So, what up, Kev? Where you trying to buy a box truck from? What area you out of? What area you out of, Kevin? All right, so I'm gonna be on here for about 45 minutes to an hour. So I'm gonna jump right in. This live right here is strictly just to talk about, is it really worth it? I'm gonna pull up. What up, Brian Williams? I'm gonna pull up my Amazon relay and kind of show y'all some of the loads that I got coming up for this upcoming week, and kind of show y'all like how we did like 40,000 this week. That's a very, very low week, especially coming off of December's where we were doing 100,000 a week. So it's like half drop, but of course that was peak season. But on average, we should typically be at about 60, 70,000 a week with the amount of trucks that we running. But it is good, bad, and ugly. And I do want y'all to see the good, bad, and the ugly, because everybody's so excited about jumping in. But I'm gonna play the bad guy on YouTube. Everybody else is talking about how good it is, and I'm gonna tell y'all, yeah, it's good, but you're gonna eat some shit. You know, it ain't gonna all be just peaches and cream jumping in the box truck game or just jumping in the trucking game, period. You know, I'm definitely not trying to discourage people. Of course, that's why I do coaching and try to help people. But I want everybody to know that there's gonna be a time that you're gonna have to, it's gonna have to be time that you put in. It's gonna be a lot of time that you're gonna have to put into actually doing this. So I'm not gonna take too much time just talking about that. If y'all got some questions or whatever, drop them in. I'm gonna start rolling it because I'm definitely tired. All right, let me share my screen. Hold on, first let me pull it up real quick. All right. Share screen. Share screen. Application window, Chrome tab, trips. That's what I want to share. All right, so y'all should be able to see my screen right now. Y'all should see me scrolling on the screen. So what I'm gonna show y'all is, okay, I'm gonna go to the dashboard. I don't have a lot of trucks. My score is not, I want to show y'all that your score ain't gotta be 100% for them to get loads. If you ain't getting loads, it could just be your area. But this is where we at right now for the year to date. But as you can see, the what we did in December, January, that drop off was crazy. 327 to this. Well, really, this is a little screwed up though, but it's pretty accurate. So we gonna jump right into some trips real quick. So I got the trips. So some trips for next week. What they gave us for next week, this Monday. So I'm gonna show y'all the good and the bad, because it's some good with some bad. Dedicated ain't all that you think it is. It's not what people trying to sell you on it. Now I am making money, but I'm gonna show you how I'm losing and winning at the same time. It's the great balance. It's the great balance. So look at this route right here. So this route, 132 miles, 362. Now this route, look at this route, 286 And this is dedicated. You don't see spot on the side of mine right here. Now I'm gonna show y'all the difference between what a load board load look like if you got it off the load board versus if you if it's dedicated. So you see this right here? This load right here says spot right there. That's a load that I got off the load board. $2,700 load that I got, but that's a power only load. That's a semi load. Let's get back over the trips. So I'm gonna go back and show y'all real quick. All right, so that's Saturday. So the week start on Sunday. So we'll start off with Sunday route. So like I said, I got it. That's 132 miles. You see these? See, that's a trash route. So I'm losing on that. But then I'm turning around. This one halfway decent, 39 miles. So I'm not gonna use much fuel on that one. This one is incorrect. This is a tour. This definitely pay more than $76. But it just sometimes it be jacked up when you dedicate it and they send it to you. It's gonna look more like this. This is a tour, 246 miles round trip. So this is gonna take the driver out and bring the driver back for $600. That's not bad. So you got to think about it. If I got, let's see on Saturday, I got, how many we run? We got one. Well, that's these day runs right here. So we got, what the hell is this? So we got 1, 2, 3. Hold on, that can't be it. That can't be it. Okay, so Saturday we right here. It's for tomorrow night. So we got 1, 2. This is actually the day. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we only got 10 routes for Sunday, which is pretty standard. Sundays are a bit slow. So you figure this is really like a $600 route right here. It's just jacked up. Then you got like Brookhaven, you got the short route. So you see these routes, they only make sense because I got like 10 of them. You get what I'm saying? They not the greatest paying routes. So like even this one right here is a freaking losing route. So I just want y'all to not get it twisted. Like don't get it twisted and think it's all sweet. I make it work because they give me daytime routes that you can see up there. I get some during the day too, so I can run some trucks multiple times. But the bread and butter is you got to think about like this. I spend like 1 or 2 hours a day running my business. So to me, it makes sense if each of my trucks make $150 profit. I really don't care because it's gonna be $1,000, $1,500, $1,800, $2,000 a day. You get what I'm saying? I mean, it's gonna be like that much money for me. So it's not really something that I really care a whole lot about. But it definitely is one of those things that you got to consider that in the beginning you're gonna eat a lot of shit. Now, there are some guys out there that with one box truck that can run and sit and wait and they can make more money than me per se. They can make more money than me per truck. Absolutely possible. Absolutely possible for somebody to make more money than me per truck. But the value that I'm trying to get people to see from a CEO mindset is that I only spend like maybe 5 or 6 hours a week on my business because I built it up that way. So I would rather make less money to have more of my time. But I'm still, like I said, on a bad month, I'm still clearing 40 or 50,000. So to me, it makes sense. This is what I aspire to be. I aspired to have my business work for me, not for me to be in the truck. Now, granted, I was in the truck for the first 2.5 years, but once I figured it out, I'm like, man, let me get out this truck because I couldn't properly manage my books. I know I'm saying the 2,000 a day is what I'm saying. That's after. That's what I'm bringing home some days. Some days it might be 1,500. It just depends on the day. Some days it might be 1,000. It just depends. But you got to think if it's 40,000 a week, you just got to break. Like this is a bad week, so 40,000 divided by 7, so whatever that is. Let me get a calculator real quick because I don't really know. I would say it's about 7. What would that be, about 7,000 a day, 8,000 a day, something like that. So yeah, so it's making money, but you got to think about like my operation cost is just trucks, they got maintenance and all of that. But keep in mind, think about trucking and anything in volume. There is a guy that may have a semi that's gonna be like, oh yeah, I can make X amount of dollars this week on it. But that guy is in the truck while I'm asleep. You see what I'm saying? So you gotta depend on, or like I got my other businesses, my real estate. So I'm training up entrepreneurs. I'm not looking for people who following me to be the mindset to be on owner operators. So I'm not looking for everybody to follow me. Not everybody is gonna feel it. Not everybody wants to do that. Some guys just want one truck, which is perfectly fine. But I'm looking to train up entrepreneurs, people who want to be bosses, people who want to be playing with their kids while they making money, people who want to be sleep while they making money. I don't know if y'all follow me on Instagram, but y'all see I was just out in Miami with the Rolls Royce while my trucks was still moving, paying for my vacation. So I'm trying to inspire that type of energy, not anything else. So I'm talking of everything from an entrepreneurial standpoint, not for a worker bee or somebody who feel like that if I can't do it, it can't be done. No, I want to teach people how to create structure and systems. So let me get to some of these questions. I see y'all coming in. Kevin, yeah, I'm gonna definitely try to put it up on that on Baltimore real quick for the one time. Florida, I see a couple people asking about Florida. Florida is I just had a consultation earlier. But I would like to talk about Florida, man. But I had so many bad experiences with Florida, man. Amazon sent me out to Jacksonville, bro, and they promised me 10 routes, man, and they gave me like 5. And the energy out there is just, the trucking market is just horrible to me out there. I love Florida as far as visiting, but as far as trucking, the rates pay, they just weird. I mean, to me, it just wasn't worth it for real. Let me see. So let me knock out some of these questions. So I see. I'm gonna holler at Kevin. He was on here first. He said hopefully the numbers make sense in Baltimore. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go back on here and we're gonna look at Baltimore real quick on the load board for box trucks. Let's see what it is. And like I said, I'm trying to give y'all a live look. I'm gonna do these weekly. I'm gonna do Tuesday and Friday. I'm trying to give y'all as much information as possible. Because like I said, if Amazon, as much as they changing, they can shut the doors next week. Who knows? So I just get all of the money and invest it in real estate anyway. So we on the load board. So let's look up Baltimore. Baltimore MD. Let's see what they got. And keep in mind, you could do poster trucks to catch some of the stuff. See this? See, look at these. Like, you don't want to book these. See, you can't even book these early. Like, I be getting mine early, like a week early, but like you ain't gonna have no choice but to wait on for them to raise this up. Cause Baltimore, you see, they got a lot of them on here. But I couldn't make none of these make sense. Period. $1.80. This dollar anything, and it's not round trip, you losing. You losing right off the bat. Unless you know you can guarantee you can find something back, I wouldn't even deal with it. I wouldn't even deal with it at all. I wouldn't deal with it at all, man. Kevin, my apologies, man. Well, but that's just what it look like now. See, Brian, you say about to buy a truck in Baltimore load board. What about Florida? So what about Florida are y'all asking? Exactly. All right, let's see. If you already are working a full time, can you put a driver right into the truck starting out leasing the truck? Yeah, you can. Yes, you can. You can definitely do that. Like, I would suggest if you can, but trucking is one of those things that has a very, very, very particular way of you have to do business, especially with dealing with DOT. So I suggest that you maybe take vacation time, right, my friend? Take vacation for like a week and try it out yourself in a rental truck. Don't go lease a truck first. Do it in a rental truck. Even if you only break even, at least you would have the experience. Because the thing is, you don't want to be doing it, you know what I mean? And then you realize you didn't win at least the truck. You got a 2-year lease. You got this driver out here, you didn't pay for this insurance, and now you don't even like it. So I feel like everybody, especially in the box truck space, do it yourself first. Do it yourself. Go see what's a couple of different works, like different things that you can do with work. Like you got appliance delivery, you got furniture delivery, you got Amazon, you got FedEx, you got all of these different things. Go try that first. Go try that first, my friend. Shouts out to Brandon. Thank you for shooting me in the donation, brother. I appreciate that. That's gonna make me be able to definitely help me be able to do these more, because it's like church. You know, you need offering to keep the lights on. I'm taking away from my business to do it. So man, I appreciate it. Can you check out Las Vegas, Nevada? I definitely could do that. I love Vegas. I actually got a speaking engagement in Vegas. I actually got a speaking engagement in Vegas on April 1st. If y'all out there, check me out. I'll be out there with Yaki Awaken. Speaking about entrepreneurship. Let's see. Let's go back to this load board. We already on here. Let's do Vegas. Let's see what Vegas got to offer. All right, let's get it over to 26 foot. And it's nothing. They said there's nothing out there within. It say unable to detect location. Hold on, let me see. No, it's saying Las Vegas right there. Let's see if we can move it up to like 200 miles. So it's saying the closest thing to Las Vegas is Bakersfield and like Reno. So there's nothing on the board right at the moment. Now, quick question for you. Brandon, are you only interested in, okay, you said box truck and semi. Right, you said box truck and semi. So let me go show you some power only joints real quick. Give me a second. So let me go here. We're gonna take that off. We're just gonna let it open up to everything. So I wouldn't suggest driving 200 miles deadhead, but first we'll try to see what's close to you. Okay. Look at this. This is a damn good load right here. This is a damn good load. Look at that, $2.27 a mile round trip. If I was where you was at, you see that team, I would get that team load. Brandon, grab a team and put them on that, because that's a really good load. This is $1.57. If I ain't have nothing else to do, I might have my driver do it. That ain't that bad. That's about the lowest I can get, because with the trucks I own, my semis, my cost is about $1. It's about $1.05 a mile. So that'll give me about 45 cents a mile profit. See, me, I'd be cool with taking $1,500, $1,500 off each truck. I don't care. As long as I ain't got to deal with the drivers and deal with all of that stuff no more, I got people for it. Look at this. So yeah, they got some good team loads out there. And they got a lot of stuff that's going around trip. It's, like I said, it ain't the best stuff. And see, this is, y'all see these locks right here? These locks is when, see, like I get to see it before a lot of other people get to see it. So that's what that is. And sometimes they be red. The little locks be red. So that's why a lot of times I don't know if y'all ever did Amazon Relay, but when you do it, you end up booking, like they'll send you, by the time they sent you the email, that mug will be booked already. So, all right, so let me check out some of these questions real quick. Some of these questions. Can I reply? Why not? Collins, just go to CobyPegway.com, my brother. Check me out and book the class. All right, so I already answered that. I'm gonna try to show y'all Philly. I'm trying to answer some questions. I wanna show some of y'all cities and stuff, but did anybody got any questions? All right, I'm steady scrolling. I got an email today. Alejandro, I got an email today about Amazon Freight Partner. What do you think about it? Is that to partner with vans, or is that box trucks, or is that what? Because I heard about a couple of new programs out there. I heard about a couple of programs where they got these box trucks that's wrapped up, and they trying to help you start a company. So they got something coming up, but I know them rates gonna be horrible. The only good thing I would say about my rates not being as high is that they give me 31 cents off the Amazon give me their fuel card. It's 31 cents off the gallon. So that's clutch when you're getting thousands of fuel. And mind you, the 40,000 I made is after fuel. So my fuel was thousands of dollars. So they already took the fuel out because I used their fuel card. So let that be. So when you see that 422,000 that we made, that's after fuel. So you can add an extra 30,000 or something on there too, because they give that those the numbers after they take my fuel out, because I only use their fuel card because they give me very good discounts. So yeah, so Alejandro, if you can let me know exactly what you're trying to get. I mean, what exactly is that pertaining to? I can better help you out, my brother. Latroy Carey, what's a good rate per mile? So that's a lot of stuff I'm gonna be talking about in the class. It's very hard to break it down. A good rate per mile, of course, you want $2 a mile. That's the bet. That's a great $2 and up is the rule. But you can make money. Like, you don't want to be sitting for 2 days because you ain't getting $2 a mile. Some people would suggest you sit and wait. I got to keep my wheels turning. So, like I said, if my cost in my truck is $1 a mile, and I show the formula, but like the formula I'm gonna have to do on like a whiteboard. It's gonna be hard to show the formula, like tell you the formula. It's too many things to remember in your head. But my cost is $1 to like $1.05. So $1.75, I'm profitable. So you figure 75. You figure, let's say 80 cents on 1,000 miles. You know, that ain't bad money. It's about $800. So that's not bad money. I'm cool with that. If I do that 3 times a week, that's $2,400. You think I'm finna be mad if I got 10 trucks that's doing $2,400, 10 semis? It's $24,000 a week. It's $100,000 profit a month. So you got to think scale, y'all. Think scale. Don't think this. Everybody talking this one truck. If you in a truck trying to catch everything, no. Think about volume. Think about Coca-Cola making billions of dollars off selling 50-cent sodas. Think about it that way. Think about volume. If I get 10 trucks, that means now I can afford to hire a manager, right? You get 10 trucks and let's say on the low end, you got 10 trucks and they all make $1,000 profit, right? Look at that. They make $1,000 profit. That's 10 grand. You can pay an ops manager, somebody to run that whole thing for $1,500 and take $8,500. So why are you looking to pity pinch where you could take somebody when you can have $8,500 coming in, or even if it was $5,000 coming in that you only spending 10 hours to do? How many people could say they make $5,000 a week off 10 hours worth of work? I'm just saying. We got to start thinking like entrepreneurs. We got to think volume. We got to think scale. Let's see. No problem, my brother. I'm trying to answer as many of these. Shout out to you, Demetrius B, man. I appreciate you being here, man. You know, you the GOAT on that registration, bro. Like you be having the answers. Like, hey, anybody that asks me about how to register, I'll be like, hey man, go to Demetrius' page, because I haven't registered. It's been 2 years since I registered, and the requirements are not the same. When I registered, you had to have a semi. You couldn't just get in with a box truck. So I don't know anything about that portion of it. So hold on, I'm still scrolling down. It's a lot. Man, these must coming in too fast. I hope I ain't missed nobody up here already. Hold on, let me see. I'm a driver. Can I run a driver in a truck and keep being a company driver? Sure you can. Sure you can. You can do that, because if you a driver already, you already know what it takes. So I definitely think it'll be worth the chance for you. Anybody. I got a driver right now that's actually about to buy a truck. He's going to continue to keep making this $1,500 he make with me a week, and he about to start his own thing. I told him, hey, I ain't holding nobody back at all. I don't want no employees. I want to be a full-time freight agent and get rid of my trucks eventually. But I'm going to keep getting. As soon as Amazon kick me out, I'll be gone, probably. What up, Mike Johnson, St. Louis in the building. I'm from St. Louis. All right, let's see. What in your opinion would be worth it for a one-way trip and or also round trip in a box truck? I think I just kind of answered that. One way When you looking at the one way loads, it gotta be $3 one way automatically, because that means that's $1.50. That's to me is my minimum, $1.50 a mile. That's minimum. But it also depends on your situation. See, my deal with Ryder was $350 a week, 9 cents a mile, and then my other trucks I own them. See what I'm saying? So I can run for a lot less than somebody else that's renting a truck, or they paying an arm and a leg for it, because my cost is low because I run in volume. And then you got to think I'm getting 31 cents off a gallon too. So with all of the things that I'm saving on, I can run and be profitable different than. So don't let nobody tell you about it being like one way to do it. There is no one way. Everybody's situation is different. Every market is different. So make sure you getting information that's specific for your market, not, what you heard somebody say in some Facebook group or some YouTube channel. Get the facts about your market. Like St. Louis market is better than Atlanta market because it's less trucks. Atlanta market sucks because everybody is getting in the game, and it's getting oversaturated. But the people, the only the strong will survive out here. But out there, they paying for like even power only loads. They paying about $300 more a load per load. So that means I can make $1,000 more if I put a truck out there in St. Louis. So it's just I don't want to deal with the headache of the code out there, because you're gonna have to plug the truck in, and I ain't trying to be dealing with all of that. So let's see. Let's scroll. Let's keep scrolling. Oh man. Oh yeah, man. Oh yeah. I see you. Peeping. He says a sock in the background. Trey, get your sock up off the ground, man. Oh no, that's all good, man. You paying very attention to detail. Hey, judge me all you want. You want to see the rest of the crib? Ooh, you want to see how? Yeah, look, hey, I'll show you a little something. It's my son over there on the floor. Look at that. That sock on the floor. It's a castle though, Jack. My room got rooms. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. Even players mess up, dog. It's all good, man. I'm giving y'all a game. Don't worry about no sock. I tell you ain't here to get no knowledge. You worried about my background. Um, I don't want to bury your name. Mr. Roll. You said how much is the class? It's $349, and you can go get the information at CobyPegway.com. That's good. Finding reliable drivers is the problem. That definitely is a huge problem. All right. All right. D'Angelo Gordon say, "What's my ultimate goal?" My ultimate goal is to have 7 streams of income. That's my ultimate goal. To keep trucking is one of those incomes that I have, along with the restaurant, along with the Airbnbs, along with everything else. My ultimate goal is to scale. It's to spend time with my kids, to keep building business systems. And that's what I'm trying to teach y'all to do the same thing. So that's my ultimate goal in it. How was the market in Arizona, Willie? I was out there in Arizona. I made good money during peak out there doing Amazon. I did make good money out there. It's a tough market because Arizona, it only have Cali and Vegas that's close to. So that's why I came back to Georgia, because Atlanta has a whole lot of different cities that's around, like North Carolina, so that you can hit and come back the same day. Because I like to be home, so I had to come back to where I know I could be home every day. Good question, though. Good question. How can you determine how saturated your market is? That's a damn good question. Well, I just know that. I mean, I guess you would see how many box trucks you see. Like everybody know in Atlanta, it's just everybody and a granddaddy got a box truck out here. I don't know. I would just say you could base it off the rates. A lot of the times, if the rates are higher in markets that have less trucks, that is less owner operators. The more owner operators in the market, Atlanta is known for entrepreneurship. So anywhere where entrepreneurship is prevalent, then you're gonna have a whole lot of people that's doing it. And entrepreneurship is the game. I don't even know too many people out here with a job. So that's what I would say. All right, let's see. I'm trying to find some more questions. Give me a second. He said Alabama, is that a good market? All right, let's see. How much money you should have in the bank in order to start a box truck business? Also, need to finance a truck. Okay, now look, it depends on what type of truck you're trying to get. Because you could, like I said, you go get a $6,000 truck. My first truck was $30,000. I dropped $6,000 down on it. I got a horrible deal on it. It cost me like $1,200 a month. So I had that $6,000 in the bank. My insurance was like $2,000 down. That's $8,000. Let me see what else. Insurance and had to get a pallet jack and stuff like that. So I'll probably say you could get it going for like $10,000, but I say 15 because you're gonna need some fuel. It kind of just depends on how your work set up. Like me, I was running Amazon since I started, so I've been getting like weekly pay. So I was running under a third party, but I still been running Amazon for the last 4 years, almost every day. So either way, I was always getting paid quick enough where I didn't need a factoring company. I didn't really have to worry about cash flow because it was coming in just like my job. Like it was coming like every week or every 2 weeks at the time. So I would say $10,000 you can try. You can $10,000 to get you in though. But I feel like you're gonna make mistakes. So you gotta have some mistake money. Like I made a lot of mistakes, like $80,000 worth. But I didn't have any training. There was no cool YouTube channels to go to check all of this out when I started 4 years ago. Not to say that people weren't doing it, but I didn't even think to go on YouTube to even try to get no game. I just kind of fucked my money up a lot of it. And it only because I only went that far in debt because I did not know what I know now about how to count my costs, how to add everything up into 30 days. Does box truck go over the road? Yeah, plenty of box trucks go over the road. I had 10 of them over the road at one time before I got the dedicated contract with Amazon. I wouldn't say contract, it's dedicated work. No, it's not a contract, but dedicated work with Amazon. I had 10 of them over the road. I was running on Select this load board, my virtual fleet, DAT, truck stop. I was using all those load boards to keep them guys loaded. But you got to pay for hotels every single day. So picture you having your regular expenses. Now you got $60 to $100 depending on where they at to pay for their night. So that's like one of those things you kind of don't really want to do. Well, I wouldn't say you don't want to do because it's a lot of good work. It's just you got to know your costs. If your costs can justify by any means, do it. But just know your costs. My only thing is for y'all is to tell y'all, make sure you break your insurance down to 30 days. Y'all break all y'all expenses. Now, break y'all expenses into 25 days because you're going to have to, the driver can't run every day. Unless you got two drivers, then you can run that truck 30 days. But you got to think they got to do a 34-hour reset. They got to do the 11-hour reset. So if you got, you could put two drivers in one truck, one run night, one run at daytime. That's how you maximize. That's how I made it with my one truck. I ran Amazon at night. I had another driver running during the day, and I run one during the day. So my truck was a prostitute, literally. Like the work wasn't paying that much, but I was working. I was getting my experience in. So even though I was $80,000 in debt, I still, all of those experiences is the thing that helped me get to Amazon, helped me learn how to manage. When Amazon gave me that 8 routes at first, then they upped me up to 10, then they upped me up to 12, It was just one of those things that I had already failed. So you can't be afraid of jumping out here and doing it. I'm just saying, do your research, let it marinate, get some coaching, do something where get some direction and figure out what's your niche. Like it's a lot of money in hot shotting too. Everybody talking box trucks. They sleeping on their dually truck though. Their dually truck and trailer is probably more money than box trucks, to be honest. But everybody want to do the box trucks. Like really, really do research on the game. Demetrius B, how did you get dedicated work with Amazon? So really, I was running off the load board like anybody else. I was running off the load board, and I don't know if you get them emails, Demetrius, like the ones that I be getting. You know how they come in, they be saying like bid work, or they might be like, it just be certain emails they send me. They be like looking for capacity, like That's how I was able to get into the Jacksonville market too. When I went down there for a little momentarily, they just sent me an email and say, "Hey, anybody got 8 to 10 trucks in this area?" And I just hit them back. I hit them back, and that's pretty much what it is. They simply just asked me based on, I guess, my score or whatever. But I don't think they just asked me. I think I just responded back to them, quickly. Because a lot of other people couldn't get in. They just had box trucks because you had to have a semi at the time in order to get in. So that's really how I got in. Like, they emailed me and I emailed them back. That's how I got daytime work and stuff with them too. They just sent me an email like, "Hey, you want to do some daytime work?" I'm like, "Yeah." Send it to me, So, all right, Mr. King, do you need Drug and Alcohol Consortium for your authority for non-CDL box trucks? Great question, Mr. King. Great question. I like you on it. You ain't worried about the sock. You on it. All right. So, no, you don't. The answer is no. Completely no. Drug consortium is only. I still have, since I have 18 wheelers, I put my box truck drivers in the drug consortium too, because I don't like trying to figure out which drive, how to think about that. So they just call me and just tell me, "Hey, so and so need to go take a drug test." Boom. So, shouts out to you for helping them out in the comments, man. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. How's the market in Philly? Man, I have no idea. I'm only domiciled in St. Louis, Phoenix, Jacksonville, Memphis, Mobile. I got like 7 different domiciles, but it's definitely not Philly though. Let's see. Hey, how you doing? Drea Love. I just got my DOT and applied for MC, and MC number not active yet due to the requirements not met yet. How long do you have to fulfill requirements to get the MC active? We're in Atlanta. So basically, to get your MC active, all you have to do is, you pay for it and everything when you waiting on you. Make sure you get your BOC3. The only other thing you're going to need to get it active is insurance. So it could take up to 3 weeks, but son, most of the time, I had 3 trucking companies. It took about maybe 2 weeks. 2 weeks, depending on what insurance. If you get Progressive, they gonna upload it quick, but they high, but they fast, and I like the way they operate. He said, after your MC is active, how long before you can access Amazon load boards? My boy Demetrius, I hope he in here. He can answer that. Like for me, I think it was like 2 days. It was active. Once they approve your stuff, it take like 2 or 3 days. Right now, I think I heard somebody say it might take like a week or something now. But I don't really know. I'm not really that fresh on getting into Amazon in specifics, because like I said, it's been like a while. Yeah, he said, so you got into the Jacksonville market? Yes, I did, and it was one of those weird things. Can you have someone else work under your authority? Yes, you can. You can definitely have somebody run under your authority, and you could charge them like 10% or something like that. It's not something I would do, but I'm not against it. A lot of guys are winning. They got 10 people running their authority. They're getting 10%. That truck do $3,000 a week. Hey, you got 10 of those. You making some good income. It's just not one of my practices I would. Hey, Drea, if you look at if you scroll down in the comments, Demetrius is definitely answering that for you. And make sure you follow his channel too if you're not already. He definitely be on top of the Amazon relay stuff. So, question for me: Do you do anything besides Amazon? Not at the moment. Not at the moment. I don't. I do other stuff on the outside, another company, but I can't speak about it in this live because I'm talking about my trucking company here. So, if you know, you know what I'm talking about. Just shoot me a message. What is the minimum size do you need for a box truck for Amazon? 26 foot. You can run it with a 24, but it's just you might have to end up leaving stuff behind. I suggest if you don't got the truck, get a 26. Make sure the box is big. Make sure it's 103 by 102. Make sure it's a big box. Make sure the clearance is 13.6. Make sure, because you don't want no bread truck. Trust me, them bread trucks be hard to get them pallets in there. You're gonna have to break down pallets to get that stuff. Don't even waste your time. Hold on, these mugs is coming in too fast. Hold on, let me make sure I ain't miss nobody. Yeah, I think I missed a lot of people. I'm saying stuff I didn't even see. Give me 1 second, y'all. I'm trying to answer questions, so I ain't trying to skip over y'all. But anybody that's just saying something, I'm not ignoring y'all. I'm just trying to find questions. So if somebody got the same question, Fernando, you can contact me. info@CobyPegway.com. I guess maybe I need to start putting my site down there. What do ops manager do? Latroy, oh yeah, that's a good question. So my op manager pretty much run the operations. They the operation manager. They control pretty much the whole thing. It just depends on how big the company is. My operations manager does dock manager work, does a lot of different stuff because we're not a huge company. But technically, an operation manager would be the person that is over the driver manager, over compliance and all of that stuff. And speaking of compliance, make sure y'all look up y'all compliance because y'all can get in and make money. But if y'all drivers get shut down or if y'all get shut down because y'all trying to run over the 14-hour workday, man, I am telling you, one of my businesses went down behind that. That's why I had to start a whole new company. Well, I started a whole new company before it went out because I always keep two trucking companies going at the same time. Because you never know when a driver might just drive through the weigh station with a blunt. You just never know. Drivers are really smart like that. They real smart like that. Okay, I think I answered that already. All right, so I'm trying to scroll down, y'all. Just bear with me. How much is it for gas every week total in estimation? So that's a question that is very. I don't know the right word for it, but it's too many different. I would say it's too many different variables to really tell you. It depends on how many miles you drove. You get what I'm saying? So, say for instance, my boy, let's say I got one truck last week that did tours for the whole week, 6 days. One driver did this for 6 days. He only went 150 miles round trip. So you figure he did 700, 800 miles. But then I had another truck that did like 400 miles a day. See what I'm saying? So the fuel is going to be different, just based on how much that truck run. And with Amazon, when it's dedicated doesn't mean you have a dedicated lane the same day. That's not what it means. It just means that you're going to have some work and they're going to give you some slots for some work. That's all it means. It doesn't mean that it's always going to be the same because it's always different. So that's why I said it's smoke and mirrors. It's good because I'm making a good living off of it, but it's definitely not what people think it is. And I just got to be honest about it. I just want to tell y'all the truth. Somebody said, why 13.6? Hey, look, don't get a 13.6 truck, and then I guarantee you're going to be coming back on the live in the future saying, man, I know, hey, trust me on 13.6, bro. Trust me. Just trust me on it. I had a truck that was 12.6. It was cool. It worked. But picture having to break damn pallets down. You know what I'm saying? Picture it. Just picture that. I don't like working hard like that. I like working hard in my mind, but not, you know what I'm saying, but not like that. Do you have driver? All right, Ronald Winehurst. Do you make your drivers pay for their own gas and then reimburse them? No, sir. I would never advise you to work for a company that makes you pay for the gas first. Every one of my drivers had their own fuel card. They don't can get diesel only because I done had some people try to buy Red Bulls and stuff on the card, but no fuel card. I got Amazon fuel cards. 31 cents off the gallon at Love's, 20 cents off the gallon at Petro and TA, and 10 cents off the gallon at Pilot. Check them out. Anybody running Amazon Relay, if y'all don't know how to do it, I could definitely show y'all, but I got to find the email, though. I got to find it. Oh, this mad funny. Thanks for the content. Everybody told you a little baby could be brothers. Yeah, I had a couple people say that. It's all good. He said Mike Johnson said hot shot dually over box truck now. No, I'm not saying it. I'm just saying consider your options. Don't just do what you heard. Do you because you heard about box trucks so it looks easy. If you think that's easy, picture a driver would be way more comfortable driving a dually truck, or you would be more comfortable driving a dually truck. I'm just saying, it's hot shot work. It's a different type of work though, but it pays a lot because it's expedited. It's the stuff that needs to go now. So expedited always gonna pay more than dedicated. Always, always. Good question, Brian. Are box trucks required to go through weigh stations? Now, for a long time when I was driving, I ain't go through weigh stations, but I do require my drivers to go through weigh stations because I was ignorant to the fact that you need to go through. Now, ever since I've been having drivers, one of my drivers definitely try to not go through one. And DPS definitely hawked him down and made him turn around and gave him a nice ticket. So I would say if my driver's empty, you just go through. Just go through. Don't try to any cheat codes until you start to understand the game a little bit better. Then you will know where you can do that. All right, Demetrius, I got you on that. I got you on that fuel card. It's actually, I believe, bro. I believe it's VAS at Amazon.com. Matter of fact, send me a message, bro, and I check my email and just forward you the email over so you can see exactly how it looked. So you can see exactly how it looked, bro. I got you. Yeah, he knows a good trucks. He knows a very good trucks on fuel. You get awesome gas mileage, but when that mug break down, it's one of those things where not everybody got the parts, and that it might put you down some. So that's why I stick to Freightliners with Cummins engines. The parts are always in, and people love to work on them. Coby, did you contact Amazon or did they contact you, and do they give you as many loads as you can handle? I would say they give me they contacted they emailed me and I emailed them back, and that's how I became dedicated. But as far as now, they just like my account manager, like say they'll automatically send me about 12 loads every week now. Versus in peak, they would send me like 22 loads every day. So now I'm down to like 12. But then they'll hit me back up and be like, hey, how many more can you take? So now I'm probably running like Sunday, I'm running like 10. Rest of the week, I probably run like 16, 17. And it just depends on the volume. Everything with Amazon is based on volume. That volume spike up, it's a hot week, they're gonna send you more. They're gonna ask you for more, but it's good to have like an account rep though, to just, to be working with. But people be getting, I wouldn't say that they don't get fired, but they kind of be moving their people around a lot. So just as soon as you get cool with somebody, it's gonna be somebody else new. Okay, it's a whole bunch of oh yeah, oh yeah, Latroy, yeah, it is. Now you do got to worry about bridges, bro. You do, but it's either you gonna get a truck GPS so you can go around bridges. Unlike me, I had to learn a few times drivers hitting bridges, but it wasn't my fault. They just didn't pay attention. They wasn't paying attention to their GPS. So yeah, 13.6 is gonna be good. It's gonna be perfect. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. When signing up for your DOT number, did you purchase the package that allows you to report your own expenses? Courtney Payne, I am not sure what that means at all. Maybe Demetrius or somebody else that's in the trucking can help you out, because we all just a community here. We all should just be working together, just trying to give out this game. It's certain things I can't break down. That's the only reason why I got the class, so I can show y'all the formula and how I come up with everything. Right? I can't do that in an hour. I can't give you 4 years of experience and in an hour live, not even 2 hours, not even in an 8 hour class. I still got to compress it because it's a whole lot of game. It's a whole lot of things. A lot of stuff is more about business than actually just trucking. It's just like you got to know how to do good business. Hold on, let me see if Demetrius, my email is info@CobyPegway.com. Exactly how my name is spelled. Just info, info @CobyPegway.com. Anybody else that want to hit me up, that's my direct email. And you can also go to my website and you can just chat directly with me from my website. So go to CobyPegway.com. You'll see a little chat box on the side. If I'm woke, I usually have it online, and you could just hop on there and chat. Now, I be trying to answer as many questions as possible, but like I said, it's the subscribers and everything is going up, so I'm getting a lot more traction, and so I can't get to every single question. I try. You still get people talking about socks in the background. You could give some game, boy. People still try to find a negative and a positive. It's funny. I love it though. I'm gonna keep bringing it up, and I ain't even gonna get it up. I might just make that be my signature, Coby Pegway, with the sock in the background. Let's see, great. Please tell me how to get Amazon fuel cards, and do you know how to get? Yeah, George, just email me on that. And I got you. I just forwarded over to you. I drive a Amazon regional route 53. I am not home every night. However, box trucks will be able to have home every night. That's why I'm thinking of thinking about making the move. Sky's the limit. Making a box truck move. I mean, yeah. Amazon do have some work. That's matter of fact. Let me show you real quick. Let me show you. Now they do have. Excuse me, y'all. I'm trying to be rude, but I'm definitely need to get that out. So let's say, for instance, they just don't pay well for real. So let's just say I ain't gonna even look at nowhere. We're gonna look at round trips and blocks. So this right here is what a block would look like. Same day. See, Kentucky, this pays halfway decent. It's only 290 miles round trip for $823. That's a decent load. So that's what a daytime work would look like. If you had that. Oregon, see, this is not good right here. Them little short ones they try to get, man, they be trying to get over on you though. But that's not this one requires your own trailer though, and this one is power only. So you see the power only loads pay a little bit, pay a lot less, but most of their stuff is power only because they got their own trailers. But sometimes they'll let you bring yours. So this one is $274. This ain't bad, but like I said, you want to see if you can maybe run a truck and run these two together and try to make you a stack out of those two runs, But that'll be a way to go. I mean, that's the semi game right there. Just a little bit for you real quick. Sky's the limit. What up to everybody just joining in? I see it's growing. Y'all getting up in here. So it looked like it's not a lot of. Okay, hold on. I'm trying to get 5 box trucks. What do you think about PPP loan? Oh yeah, I definitely use mine. I definitely use it on payroll. I'm taking it all from the government. If they gonna forgive it, give me $100,000 and tell me you gonna forgive it. Of course. I got plenty of payroll. $1 million in payroll last year. More than $1 million, but just a couple $1 million in payroll. Oh yeah, that's a good game right there. Definitely make sure you're comfortable. I done a lot of damage. I never hit no bridge, but I done some damage when I got in there. All you gotta do is watch it. Is just watch the back when you turning. All right, so I don't know. Did I miss anybody questions? Because I was willing to stay on a little bit longer. Hold on real quick. Let me see. Yeah, Valor Innovation. I would pull up the Amazon load board, but that's I'm trying to more answer questions. That's why I got the consultations and stuff like that. So if anybody want to get like specific like attention to where I can kind of show them exactly what it looked like beforehand. I mean, that's exactly why I do that, because you can't get all that done in the live. These questions coming like, okay, let me go up to this. Hold on. All right, so Mr. King again. How many straps and load bars do you need to get started with? Hold on, it's headphones. Damn. Let me take these off real quick. How many straps and load bars do you need to get started with Amazon in a box truck with a full load? I would say you can get away with one load bar and about 4 straps. You could definitely get away with that for sure. Oh, hold on. I almost messed up. Mr. Roll. Power only is drop and hook, but it is power only is drop and hook, but it is gonna be some live loads sometimes. So it's drop and hook, and sometimes it's gonna be live. You gonna bring a trailer there, and they might load it like when you go to the airport. Whenever you go to the airport for Amazon, it's gonna be a little bit wait, because they gonna load the trailer that you bring it in, and it's always live load, because the airport don't have any trailers up there that they just holding for nobody. Can you type that in the chat? And if he keeps talking about the sock, we gonna have to block him. Oh no, it's all good, man. I'm past it now. I just like to have fun. I like to have a good time. Give me that email again. And I don't think I'm gonna be able to respond back to all of y'all. Yeah, I would try, but hey, it's gonna be a whole lot. So I'm putting it in the chat right now. So I just dropped it down in the chat. Now I ain't been doing this long enough to know how to pin it or nothing like that. Maybe I could pin it. Nah, I don't even know how. So that's what it is. If y'all can grab it real quick, that's what it is right there. My boy Montreal putting it up there for me. What up, Trail? What is the abbreviation for? What is the abbreviation for box truck when listing my truck? I see there is R for reefer, CV for cargo van, or power only, but there's no abbreviation for straight box. What are you referring to, Mr. Ronald Whitehurst? Because on DAT, I definitely, I definitely know that it's SB on there. It's definitely SB on DAT for sure. Straight box or straight truck. It's definitely something on there that says it. But just shoot me another question in the feed, and I'll let you know. Yeah, Tony, I have 6 semis. First 2 years was rough. So I said, boy, them first 2 years, I only like literally nobody would believe I literally only profited $1,000 of my first 2 years. No cap. Well, first year and a half, I put myself in a hole, and I spent the whole next 6 months to get myself out of the hole. So I only suffered for 18 months. But then at that 6 months, once I brought my wife in and she was doing the admin work, you can't do this. You can't do this alone. I don't suggest it. It's too many different elements to it. You gotta have a girlfriend. If a girl doing it, you gotta have a boyfriend. You gotta have somebody that's doing that's helping you with accounting, looking at some numbers and questioning whether you're doing the right thing with your business. Can you book multiple loads at once, like parcels with Amazon Relay? Very, very seldom, bro, have I ever been able to do partials. Now I probably would say 10 times out of all the loads where they actually let me put, they might have had like a driver that had some overflow or might like 2 overflow routes and they just paid me for 2 separate tickets, but that's very far and in between. Far few and in between. Tyron Clark has a question mark, but I don't really see okay, hold on. I see his question now. Hold on, give me 1 second. Do you continue to leverage renting your trucks, or you have purchased and owned all the box trucks? Oh no, man, I never stop renting. I will never stop renting trucks. I don't like owning a whole lot of trucks, man. I don't like owning a whole lot of trucks. I never owned more than 6 trucks at one time. And I was running 20-some trucks. They was all rentals. You drive past my parking lot place, you would have thought that was rider location. That's how many rider trucks I had out there. Semis and box trucks. It's just nothing better. It just depends on the price you get. The price you're getting too, though. I had so many of them. They gave me $3.50 a week, 9 cents a mile. I mean, it was easy to make that work with any freight. Kevin Gonzalez, yeah, you definitely can rent a truck for Amazon. I started off in a budget truck, $400 a week, unlimited mileage. That's exactly how I started because I had to test it out. I wasn't finna go buy a truck before I knew what to do. I don't suggest anybody starting off buying. Even if you look at the numbers and you like, this don't make sense. Put a week in to figure it out whether it even makes sense for you. A whole lot of that could have been avoided. A whole lot of failure could be avoided if we just do that. No problem, Brent. No problem. I got 24.25 a week, 15 cents. That ain't bad. That ain't bad. But just what you do is see if you can go to Penske and Ryder. And if one of them give you a cheaper rate, just take that back to the other dude and was like, hey, they said that if you like say like me, I like dealing with Ryder. So I went to Penske and Penske gave me something cheap. So I went back to Ryder's like, look, they told me they're gonna give it to me for $3.50, 9 cents a mile. He matched that because he ain't want to see 10 trucks. He ain't want to see 10 trucks walk away over to Penske. So they honored that rate. So you got to kind of play a game with them so you can get you a fair rate. Got to. On 123 load board, there's no option for choosing box trucks under any of the abbreviations. Can I snap a picture of it and send it to you in some way? Hey, look. To be honest, I never even use 123 load board, so I have no idea. I only use DAT, Truck Stop, Selectus, and my virtual fleet. So those are the only ones that I know how to use. I've never used anything else. And like I said, I've been dedicated and running Amazon for most of the time. So that only was probably like maybe 6 months when I was dealing with that, if that. So I'm not the expertise on that. I'm not the expert on that. Best truck rental quotes in Arizona. I don't even know. I used budget when I was out there. I didn't get my rider connect till I came back to Atlanta in 2019, and that's when everything took off. The going rate is 600 in DC. Okay. Yep. Yeah. Branded. Yeah, you definitely need your own authority. Definitely to run with Amazon. Selectors is nice, but it's very expensive. It's about $350 a month. It's the most expensive, but it's strictly all box truck loads and cargo vans and sprinters, all small stuff. If you want a cheaper version of Selectors, just get my virtual fleet. It's like $50 a month. But I actually hear some people actually booking loads off of it, so I would try my virtual fleet first, and then try Selectors. But it just know that it goes on Selectors first. So if it's a load that's gonna go fast, it's gonna be gone. But people were making it work with my virtual fleet. Let me see if I can answer some more questions. Then I gotta get out of here. Buying a box truck or waiting to save money to buy it outright, which is better? You mean I guess you meant renting. I heard you say that you were paying $1,200 a month plus insurance, $2K or slightly less. No, I wasn't paying $2K a month for insurance. It was $2,000 down. So I was just telling you what it was down. It was only probably like 800, 850. But when insurance rates are definitely higher than when I first started. Like insurance rates have definitely skyrocketed. So right now I'm currently paying probably like 1,100 for each box truck and 1,800 for my semis. All right. I wonder how is these questions going all the way up here. That don't even make sense. Yeah, man, they got this chat is like this stuff bouncing all over. I can't even keep up because it ain't really making no sense over here for me. Somebody asked a question. Hold on, I skipped over somebody. Somebody asked me how many managers do I have, and right now since COVID, I had a doc manager and operations manager. Now I just have since Amazon is like really weird with the COVID stuff. I just have me and one other person do it, which I really do it. I might do it on a weekend sometimes, but yeah, I just have the operation managers do it for right now, and then my wife, of course, she is a manager too. She's like the CFO, so she manage compliance and all this stuff like that too as well. So it's definitely not just me. I definitely got two dope managers that work with me. Yes, Amazon does have dedicated routes. Let's see if I can run through some of these real quick. How do you hire your doc managers and dispatches? I hire everybody off Indeed, or either well, right now I deal with some dispatchers that charge like 10%. I'd rather deal with them because when people have their own business, they hustle harder. So I like dealing with the new age dispatchers that's independent that find to get your truck work. But again, like I said, most of my stuff is Amazon. But if I can't find the Amazon load, I rely on these dispatchers. Yeah, Rico. Yeah, that's good. I never let a forklift go on the back of your box truck. I don't care about no reinforcements. They not really designed for that, in my opinion. Again, this is my opinion, so don't try to come ridicule me for this. Good insurance companies, I would say try about I would say try about five different agents before you go because some people just got better connects and they can get you better rates. All right, y'all. I'm gonna take one more question. I gotta wrap this up. Hey, look, I really appreciate everybody in the comments that's helping other people in the comments. That's like making the community a whole lot better for everybody learning. So like I definitely want to shout y'all out for that. I mean that's much appreciated because it's knocking off some of the questions that I got to answer so I can get to some other ones. So definitely thank y'all for that. Last one I'm gonna knock out is somebody asked me who do I have for my insurance. I have Coast to Coast and I have Trinity Insurance. And I told y'all about the reason why I got two separate ones, but if not, I guess y'all just gonna have to find like the video because I don't really want to explain that over again. Florida is bad for all freight from what I know, probably except for moving some good Florida oranges. Yes, my virtual fleet and selectors will work with you if you got a new authority. And last but not least, the choice to hit that like button. All right. Yeah, I don't know. I don't really see anything else. I see everybody saying thanks and stuff like that. It's all good. Trying to see if I can go find one more question. All right, this is a good one right here. Should I get MC and DOT before I find a driver and get on the load board, I think you should definitely, because your MC number gonna take longer to find. I mean, like, take longer to get. So it's gonna take 3 weeks after you. It's gonna take 3 weeks after you pay for it to get it activated. Up to 3 weeks. So I would say like a week, maybe a week and a half before it becomes active, you throw you an ad on Indeed and you start promoting. You start promoting right away, and trying to hire people to do it. You start doing interviews on them. So yeah. So I'm getting restless right now. Thank y'all for coming in. I'm gonna try to do these like twice a week if I got the time. I'll be traveling. I got some speaking engagements coming up. But yeah, I appreciate y'all for watching. Like I said, hit me up on my email if y'all got something. Let me know if y'all need some one-on-one help or whatever it is y'all need. Questions. I'm gonna try to drop more videos, but the lives has just been a little more easier for me. All right, y'all. Peace. Be safe out there.